Bob Boone proudly wearing his Ohio State Buckeye shirt here tonight. For all the fans, Bob Boone from Clear Channel.
That's exactly right, and the Buckeyes came through just like I said they would last week. I went out on that proverbial big limb, and anytime I can see the Miami Hurricanes lose a football game, I'm happy. Not one of my favorite teams.
We'll turn it over now to the PA announcer as we get set for our national anthem.
The title of the agreement to honor our nation. The colors are being presented tonight by the Hamilton County Regular Color Guard. Commander, First Lieutenant Ronnie Race, Major Justin Thompson, Second Lieutenant John McIntosh, Staff Sergeant Ronnie Wilson. Folks, we ask you to please rise and remain standing for the national anthem, which is designed by the Olympic time.
About ready for basketball action here on Charter Media's Channel 8. Brian Abner along with Doug Eads. Jennifer Abner on camera. Doug, we thought it was going to be a sparse crowd as we walked in. It's not a whole lot of people here, and all of a sudden here in about the last 5 minutes, it is really filled up here at Pulaski County High School.
There's a lot of folks in the old barn tonight to see two old rivals, Somerset and Pulaski County, get it on the basketball floor. And Brian, as always, the key to this ball game is keeping emotions in check. A lot of butterflies. These two teams fired up, want to get after each other. The team that can control its emotions is going to have an advantage. And for Somerset, I think the Briar Jumpers, Brian, have got to guard against getting into foul trouble. A young Somerset club. Pulaski County, I think, has the advantage as far as experience goes with more upperclassmen. And I think how Somerset can react to this crowd, large crowd here tonight, and split probably down the middle, but still Pulaski on its home floor in the friendly confines. And how Somerset handles things early on, I think will be a key as to how the Briar Jumpers will fare here this evening.
And a little injury update for Alan Keck. Alan is still on an injured knee, and Doug, you had a chance to talk to Coach Packard before the game, before he set up here tonight, and he said he will play tonight, shouldn't play, but he wants to play, and he's going to let him play tonight.
He's going to give Alan some minutes because he needs to get Alan back in shape as far as game shape to try to get him ready for the All-A, which comes up the 1st of February, and truthfully, Alan probably should be off a couple more weeks, but you know what a competitor Alan Keck is. That leg could be cut off, and he'd want to play. So they're going to let him go and try to give him a few minutes and see if he can help him here this evening.
This is our first chance to see the Somerset boys in action this 2002-2003 season. We seen the Somerset girls in action, Southwestern, all the other teams, and just speaking of the girls action, boy, was the 48th district just turned upside down last night. Somerset traveling over to South Laurel, knocking off South Laurel, Southwestern knocking off North Laurel. So everybody's tied for first and second right now in the 48th district.
It's a mess right now, and that just goes to show you how much parity's in the 48th district from number 1 to number 5 on the girls' side.
And not only on the girls' side, also the boys.
Well, that's true. Everybody talks about North Laurel's boys and the foreign exchange students and all that, but I guarantee you, when they tip it off over at South Laurel, it'll be anybody's tournament to win. It's just like another year in the 48th district. You think you've seen it all until you get there. Something else happens. But what a job Judy Mason and Derry Burkett have done with those two teams in Somerset and Southwestern. And you're right, they turned this thing upside down last night on the girls' side. And this being the district opener for both of these clubs, and I know Dave Frail and Sean Thacker would both love to walk out of here tonight 1-0 in district play. That's only going to happen for one of them. This district is so competitive, you've almost got to win your home games to have a shot at the top seed. Thus, that puts more pressure to win, I think, on Pulaski here tonight than it does Somerset.
Got ready for the introduction of the players for tonight's game.
And by the way, your 3 officials for tonight's game, 3 good ones: Bob Rankin, Tony Gray, and Greg Price.
Ready now for basketball action, 48th district style on Charter Media Channel 8. Doug, if that don't give you chills, you are not a basketball fan in this county.
It doesn't get any better than this. It's a great rivalry, and I tell you, Cole Drawn has been shooting the lights out from behind the arc the last couple of games. Somerset better find somebody to get on number 11 out there. Since Cole Drawn moved to the point about 5 games ago, Pulaski has really hit its stride offensively.
Cole averaging 8 points a game. Cross with the tip. Comes down to Josh Thompson, and we're underway from Pulaski County High School. Off to Tucker. Tucker will run the point. Man-to-man defense by the Maroons. Trey Sharp with it. Now out top to Nathan Bray. Bray back to Tucker. Over to Ryan Jamison, who loses it out of bounds. And that's a turnover against Somerset. We go the other way. Just underway from Pulaski County High School. No score. Somerset showing press. Pulaski beats it. Cross lays it up and in. And boy, you can't let that happen. That young man will not miss layups.
Somebody fell asleep defensively for the Briar Jumpers. Brandon Cross was down under the goal, and there wasn't a Somerset defender within 30 feet of it.
Trey Sharp from NBA 3. No good. Cross with a rebound. Hilton out ahead to Upchurch. Upchurch thought about driving in. Now he's going to kick it out, and we're going to have a foul called Foul's going to go on Nathan Bray, his first on the jumpers.
Well, Pulaski County, Brian, has really pushed the ball up the floor the first two possessions, so the Maroons would like to get this thing up tempo and try to force Somerset to run and get into that bench.
Really, the lack of size for Somerset could become a factor with Cross, as Brandon Cross, one of the top big men around. Brandon Wilson loses the ball out of bounds, so it's one turnover apiece. Somerset has the basketball now.
Well, somebody's put grease on the basketball because it went through Ryan Jameson's hands down at this end, and then Brandon Wilson just went, the ball went between his hands, so got a slick ball here this evening. Maybe the refs ought to check that, partner.
Sharp with it out on the wing now. Thompson going to drive. Cross, blocks it, and it goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Somerset. Thompson looked at the referee wanting the foul instead of going after the basketball. Falls out of bounds harmlessly, and he'll stay with the jumpers. Thompson showing no fear, going right at Brandon Cross. Sharp going to draw baseline, drives right around. Nice move. Lays it up and in. We're tied at 2. Drawn gets it ahead to Helton. Helton drives in, puts it up, no good. And a foul is going to be called on Neil Tucker. Save-A-Lot Food Stores with 2 convenient locations in Somerset, serving you with quality groceries, meats, and more. All at big savings every day. They know your time is important, so they keep extra cashiers on hand to serve you better. Join your friends and neighbors today. Shop at Save-A-Lot, one of our proud sponsors here on Charter Media's Channel 8 for local high school sports. Eric Helton's free throw is up and good. Shooting 71% on the season is Helton.
The Maroons have handled the Somerset full court pressure the first 2 trips down the floor, as Helton had a 3-on-1 fast break there.
So it is 4-2 Pulaski County. Helton with 2 free throws, 6:16 to go, first quarter of play. Now we're going to have a foul called on Cole Drawn, and Doug, you get the feeling they're wanting to keep this game from getting out of hand early.
A hand check on Cole Drawn, 27 feet away from the basket. But you're right, they're going to call this thing close early on. And as a player, Brian, you just have to make the adjustment.
Sharp, inside it goes. Thompson lays it up, no good. Knocks it away. Drawn comes out of there with it. Gets it back from Upchurch. 5:57 to go here, first quarter. 4-2 Pulaski. Upchurch for 3. 7-2 Pulaski. Upchurch only averaging 2.9 points a game. That's his average. Tucker to Bray. Bray, nice crossover, up off the glass, no good. Tipped out to Upchurch. Bray made a nice move. Just couldn't cash it. Upchurch again for 3, air ball. Bray with the rebound. The jumper's looking to run. Thompson, up and in. Nice job by Josh Thompson. And it's 7-4 early on here in the first quarter. Eric Helton kicks it out to Drawn, now to Upchurch.
What a deflection by Brandon Wilson to save a turnover there by his club.
Inside it goes to Wilson, and he's going to be fouled. That's going to be 2 on Neil Tucker, and they are calling this one tight, Doug.
Deshaun Thacker certainly didn't like that call at all. He's letting Greg Price and Tony Gray both know about it, as these coaches, 2 of the best at working the officials. Dave Fraley may be the master of it.
Wilson for 3, air ball. And now we're going to have a push on Trey Sharp. Already 4 team fouls on the jumpers. Brandon Wilson for 3 again, no good. Cross with the rebound, and who are they going to get this time? They're going to get Cross. Offensive foul will go the other way. 4:49 to go, first quarter of play. Somerset already with 4 team fouls, Pulaski with 2. As Tucker goes to the bench and Keith Randall checks into the ball game. Jordan Taylor checks in for Pulaski County.
And Brian, Tuesday night in the win over Lynn Camp, Jordan Taylor might have been the best player on the floor. 13 points off that bench. He rebounded, he passed, he did everything in that game. And Coach Fraley says they don't lose anything when they bring him in.
Jamison with the layup. He could have dunked that one. 7-6. He was way above the rim when he let go of that one with the finger roll. Wilson, nice cut, cross, the hoop and the harm. That's going to be number 2 on, they're going to call it on 22.
Well, Brian, we've got 4:24 left in the first quarter, and the Somerset Briar Jumpers already have 5 team fouls. They're getting in a world of foul trouble early.
Free throw is up and good. Randall with the basketball now, 9-6. They're going to call the foul on Ryan Jamison, not Trey Sharp. Thompson with it, gets it inside to Sharp. Stolen away by Drawn. Cross, catches it, shoots it, up and in. 12-6, Maroons. 4 minutes to go in the quarter.
Brandon Cross, 3 of 3 from the floor early on.
Heath Randall just about broke Jordan Taylor's ankles on that move. That was foul on the floor. On the last foul call, the official showed number 22 for Somerset, and now they're trying to figure out who the foul was actually on. It's 32, not 22.
And in the meantime, Ray Norman, freshman, trying to check in. Good, now he comes in.
Norman made that game-winning layup with 9 seconds left in the JV game to defeat the Pulaski JV. Now I think they have it all settled. Pulaski County foul will go on Austin Upchurch, number 22. Sharp from way back, no good. Norman with the rebound. Nathan Bray drives the paint, little 10-footer up and in. 12-8, 3:40 to go here in the first.
Ray Norman may only be a freshman, but he's a freshman that Sean Thacker's very high.
There he picks it off. Gives it to Heath Randall, and they're ready to go the other way again. Norman was open, asking for the ball. Sharp going to drive, lays it up and in. What a quick first step by Trey Sharp. And it's 12-10, a 2-point lead for the Maroons. 3:09 to go in the quarter. Brandon Wilson from the baseline up, no good. Keck with the rebound. Allen Keck drives in the left hand, blocked by Upchurch. Cross gets the rebound. Keck gives him a little shove in the back. Just part of rivalry basketball here in the county. Taylor has it knocked away, gets it back.
Cross gave Keck a little love tap also. So like you said, it's a rivalry.
Mismatch down low. You have Cross being guarded by Ray Norman if they can get it down to him. .208 to go here in the first quarter. Drawn going to shoot another three. No good. Cross had the rebound, knocked out, and Upchurch comes up with it. Wilson drives the paint with the lefty up and in. Off balance layup with the left hand. 14-10. And there's a steal by Cole Drawn. Cole going to lay it up with the left hand. 16-10 Pulaski County. tried to get the block. He couldn't get there in time. 1:23 to go here in the first quarter. Bray cut off by Upchurch. Norman kicks it out to Randall. Now back outside to Sharp. Sharp again from deep three range. No good. Drawn with the rebound. Taylor with it. Inside it goes. Brandon Wilson up. No good. Gets his own rebound and knocked around. Still being knocked around. No good. Up and in by Brandon Cross. An 8-point lead for the Maroons. 18-10. We're under a minute. 42 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Brandon Cross, 4 of 4 from the floor, 9 points.
Another steal by Drawn. Keck shoves him. Cross. Reverse layup. 22 seconds to go. First quarter, 20-10. The Maroons out to a 10-point edge. Cross throws it into the bleachers. Randall wanting a foul on that. Maybe hit from the backside. It'll stay with the jumper. 16.6 to go here in the first.
Well, you remember last year in the regular season game how Jordan Mann went off early on against Cross. Brandon Cross returning the favor here tonight.
No good. Norman. They're going to get Cole Drawn with the foul here. Tony Gray's going to get him. Norman with the rebound. They called the foul. Is that going to be a shooting foul? Norman's wanting to know. 11.4 to go here in the first quarter of play. Randall to inbound as Drawn goes to the bench. Upchurch checks back into the ball game as Eric Helton is checked back in for the Maroons. Wide open Nathan Bray. Somebody let him go. 20-12 with 5 seconds. 3 seconds. 2. And a travel is called with 0.2 of a second. And that's lack of concentration. You can see Dave Fraley telling him, look at the clock. Will not count even if it does go at the end of one quarter of play. 20-12 Pulaski County with the lead over the Somerset Briar Jumpers. The Sports Den on South Highway 27, always proud to support the local schools. The Sports Den has everything you need to show your spirit and school support too. Somerset, Maroons, Warrior, UK, and U of L hooded sweatshirts are favorites. See their large selection of Under Armour for basketball and baseball needs. There's Mizuno baseball cleats and gloves, and a large selection of softball bats, including the Mikan Ultra 2. And don't forget the Sports Den's large selection of school bags. That's the Sports Den, South Highway 27 in Somerset. As the Somerset cheerleaders performing for everyone here between quarters.
Brian, Pulaski County, 8 out of 16 from the field in the first quarter. Brandon Cross leading the way, 5 of 5 from the floor, 1 of 1 from the charity stripe, 11 points for the junior big man for the Maroons. As he came out of here very fired up this evening and is on his way to a big night as Pulaski leads 20-12 as we head into period number 2.
Pulaski County will have the basketball to start the second quarter of play. Austin Upchurch running the point now for the Maroons. Helton thought about driving the baseline. Now he kicks it out to Brandon Wilson for 3. Doug, the old cliche, when he walks in the gym, he's in his range. And he shows it there. It's 23-12. Maroons with the lead.
Well,
largest lead of the night.
Brandon Wilson and Trey Sharp hooked up on each other down at this end. There's not 2 better three-point shooters, I don't think, in the entire region than those 2.
Ball goes off of Neil Tucker's fingertips and out of bounds. I'd like to just put those 2 in the gym and see how far out they really can shoot it.
Because when Trey Sharp and Brandon Wilson get to the parking lot, they're in their range.
Brandon Wilson from way outside, no good. Cross with the rebound. Out to Helton, they're going to reset it. Wilson up for two. 25-12. Jamison, a nice move. Went baseline, laid it up over Brandon Cross, and he gets the foul. They're going to get Austin Upchurch on it, so he'll get the free throw. 3-point play coming up here. 25-14. 6:49 to go in the half.
2 times now, Ryan Jamison has driven to the hole with some authority. Young man.
Sharp, offensive rebound, lays it up and in. So it went from a 3-point trip to a 4-point trip for the Jumpers. They've cut it to 9, 25-16. Cross lays it up, no good, gets his own rebound, ball's on the floor, and we're going to have a foul. They're going to get Norman with the foul.
Well, I'm glad Brandon Cross missed that shot simply for the fact it proves he's human. Brandon has been automatic so far. What a game the young man's had.
First free throw up and good.
Of course, Brandon played middle school basketball with a lot of these Jumper players. And he's out here trying to get some bragging rights this evening.
Now they're going to get Brandon Wilson over the back as Trey Sharp had the rebound. He went over his back. Cross gets 1 out of 2 free throws. Cross shooting 63% on the season. 26-16. 6:21 to go here in the first half of play. Norman, nice move by the young man. He missed the layup. Wilson running, no look to Hilton, and he's going to be fouled. Foul's going to go on Nathan Bray, number 34. So that's going to be 1 in a bonus coming up now. Eric Hilton to be shooting 1 in a bonus. Hilton shooting 71% on the season.
Well, I thought he got fouled on the shot. I thought he should have too.
I think he was trying to pass the ball off when he actually got fouled, so free throw's up and good. What do B&G One Stop? Southern Horizon number 1, Burnside BP, Main Street Deli and Food Mart, Bogle Street BP, Nelson Valley Food Mart, and Caney Creek BP all have in common. They're all supplied by your locally owned and operated Southern Petroleum Incorporated, featuring quality BP products. Proud sponsor of local high school sports, that's Southern Petroleum Incorporated. Hilton gets 1 out of 2, makes the lead 27-16. Sharp with the basketball out top, gets it down to Norman. Norman up over Cross. Cross got a piece of it. It'll go out of bounds and stay with the Jumpers. Doug, even though Norman is only a freshman, you look at the young man, he's not very heavy, not a lot of weight on him, but a wide wingspan on the young man. He's got some long arms.
Yeah, but he's given up a lot of beef down there in the blocks with Cross.
Sharp for 3, no good. Barely caught the front of the rim. Cross with the rebound. 5:40 to go here in the first half. Brandon Wilson for 3, no good. Norman with the rebound. Ray Norman, the young freshman, has really given the Briar Jumpers some quality minutes off the bench here as Tucker goes in, wanting a foul. Nothing called. Doug, did you see Ray Norman try to set the screen on Cole Drawn?
Yes. No contest.
What is that, the Nat setting the screen on the windshield?
Yes.
Upchurch. Going to be called offensive foul. Had to lift forearm out into Neil Tucker's chest and push him down.
And I think the two had some words for each other also.
And Doug, we were talking during the Southwestern game last week with Pulaski County. The guys are so good friends off the court. This Somerset rivalry, I'm not so sure. They don't like each other at all. On the court or off the court, they just don't like each other. High off the glass, no good. Locks him in and gets the rebound. 4:37 to go here in the first half. Nice move. Jordan Taylor with the up and under move. 29-16, a 13-point lead for the Maroons with 4:24 left in the first half. Tucker from 16. No good. Cross with another rebound. Brandon Cross really beginning to assert himself down low.
He's got 8 rebounds so far, Brian, so he's 2 boards away from yet another double-double.
And we're still 4 minutes away from halftime. Helton from 16. No good. Tucker with the rebound. He was trying to throw it to Trey Sharp. He threw it over his head, out of bounds. Now Heath Randall will check back into the ball game for Neil Tucker. Pulaski County will have the basketball with 3:44 to go in the half. 29-16.
Sean Thacker wants a timeout, Brian.
He's going to call a full timeout and talk to his team. 3:44 to go here in the half. Are you looking for a more convenient way to pay your electric bill? Well, South Kentucky Rural Electric now offers online bill paying for its members. Just visit the website at www.skrecc.com and click Online Services. Follow the directions for paying your bill the easy way. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's just another way. South Kentucky RECC is trying to do their best for friends and neighbors. South Kentucky RECC, a Touchstone Energy Cooperative. Pulaski County student section getting fired up over there on the far side.
Brian, I just noticed Pulaski County out-rebounding Somerset here 15-11 so far. Brandon Cross, 8 rebounds himself, and that's been the calling card for this Maroon team. Last week, they hammered Southwestern on the glass, 42-19. And Pulaski doing it again on the boards here tonight against Somerset here in the first half. Although it's not that lopsided, Ray Norman, young freshman off the bench, hasn't scored, but he's got 4 rebounds, all on the offensive glass. So he's helped offset Pulaski's rebounding prowess. But the Maroons once again out-rebounding yet another opponent.
Tell you what, Doug, that kid just a freshman. He is going to be something special.
Sean Thacker very high on not only Ray Norman, but also on the little AC, Andy Cole, Adam Cole's little brother, who's also a freshman on this Somerset team.
Taylor for 3, rims out, no good. Norman with another rebound. Look at the young man hustle back down to the other end. Jamison up, no good. Ball tipped out to Randall. Nice job by Nathan Bray. Now Jamison for 3, no good. Norman with another offensive rebound. Will be the third shot for Somerset this trip down court. 29-16 with 2:57 to go here in the first half. Bray, no good. Go the other way.
Well, the Jumpers must have heard me talking about the rebounding, because they went to war on that trip on the offensive glass, but 3 shots, 3 misses. The Maroons come the other way.
Helton inside, Cross. That's easy pickings. He got the much lighter, much younger Ray Norman on his hip, and it was over after that.
Well, plus Ray Norman doesn't have near the upper body strength Brandon Cross does.
Jamison for 3, no good. Saved, and let's see what the call is going to be. They're going to say he stepped on the line, and it'll stay with Somerset. 2:16 to go here in the half. 31-16. Pulaski County leading Somerset. Doug, you look at this crowd now. The people in the lobby, if they were in the bleachers, that whole side would just be just about full. The far side from where we're sitting would be just about full. Nice move by Trey Sharp. He'll get 2 free throws coming now. Spin move by Sharp in the lane.
Great individual effort by Trey Sharp, taking the ball. He's such a complete player, Brian. He can kill you from behind the arc, or he can put the ball on the floor and drive to the hole. And great individual move by Trey to get a foul and go to the line where he's almost automatic.
First free throw is up and good. Second free throw is no good. Again, the kiss of death by Doug Eads.
Never fails.
We're under 2 minutes, 1:55 to go here in the half. 31-17. Pulaski County with the lead over Somerset. Helton drives baseline from 12. No good. Ryan Jamison with the rebound for Somerset. Sharp with it. The defense sags. He comes out, misses a three-point shot. Cross with the rebound.
Cross has his double-double. That's rebound number 10.
And Trey Sharp not having a very good night from three-point range.
0 for 6 from behind the arc right now.
But I'll guarantee you he's going to keep shooting it till one drops. Wilson short arms one, no good. Sharp with the rebound. One thing about it, he's a shooter. He's not afraid to shoot it from anywhere in the gym. Jamison, no good for 3. Sharp with the rebound. Takes it inside, kicks it out. Josh Thompson, no good. Brandon Wilson comes out of there with it. 48 seconds to go here in the half.
Well, I hear a noisemaker somewhere in this place, and they keep doing that. The officials will stop play, and Pulaski will get hit with the tee.
Brandon Wilson for 3. Here we thought they were going to hold it for the last shot, and he drills a 3. Largest lead of the night for the Maroons at 17, 34-17. 17 seconds to go in the half. Inside it goes to Sharp. Sharp up and under. Nice move. Went right by Brandon Wilson. 34-19. Pulaski with 3 seconds. 2. Wilson up, no good. Thompson with the rebound. We go to halftime. Pulaski County with a 34-19 lead over Somerset. Wild and crazy first half of play as the teams go to their respective locker rooms. We get ready for the halftime. Baskin-Robbins is your Valentine's Cake headquarters. Nothing says I love you like a cake from Baskin-Robbins. Get your heart-shaped cake by calling 679-5975. That's Baskin-Robbins on South Highway 27. Also, flavor of the month at Baskin-Robbins is Resolution Breaker. Resolution Breaker is your flavor of the month at Baskin-Robbins.
You got it down here? Or you down with the gate after?
Doug adding up all the stats here as I'm getting ready to step out. We'll let Coach Mike Sowers from the Pulaski County Lady Maroons let him slide in here and talk to Doug for a few minutes.
Coach Sowers, glad you could join us here at halftime, and want to talk a little bit about your club. First of all, this game, the Pulaski County Maroons clicking basically on all cylinders. Brandon Cross having a big first half.
I'm really not surprised about it. No offense to Somerset, but I think they really have to do a lot to stop Cross down low. He's a load in there, and they're very young in the middle. And, we got our 2 Brandons put a lot of points on the board. Looks like they're having a big night so far tonight. So I hope it's a good second half.
Well, the last time we saw your club was a week ago tonight. Southwestern Lady Warriors came in here and knocked off Pulaski County 73-57. You've had a full week off to practice and regroup, so to speak. You go to East Jessamine, I know, tomorrow afternoon to take on Ryle. Tell us a little bit about what the last week's been like, what you've been working on, and maybe also give the fans an update on the status of Brooke Vinovich, the outstanding freshman center who I know has been out the last 3 weeks with the knee injury.
Well, the last week's been a really good practice. This group's real hard to keep down. I told you they're young, and everybody knows they play hard. And that's why I guess it was a little bit of disappointment for some people in the Southwestern game. We just didn't play real well. We played hard in spots, but then we didn't play real well. But this group bounced right back, right back. I told them at the beginning of the year we're going to be up and down. That's how young teams are. And, we've had a really good week of practice. We're looking forward to going and playing a big Ryle team tomorrow, and should be a nice warm-up for us for a big South Laurel team on Monday. Everybody we play is bigger than we are, but these two next teams we play are exceptionally big in comparison to us. So it's a nice challenge for us. We got to do a lot of different things to make sure we stay in those ball games to compete with the bigger kids, and I think we're up for the challenge. The girls have been going hard all week. As far as benefits, she went back to the therapist today, but I haven't had a chance to speak with her. I saw her here somewhere tonight, but she had an appointment while we were having practice, so I haven't talked to her yet. At the last time we were updated, we were looking at either late this month or right at the beginning of February, and they're talking like when they release her, she'll be able to come back full speed when they do release her. So, hopefully we can get the whole month of February in and then districts. That would be real good for her.
And, of course, you're a much better team with Brooke available. She gives you 5 more fouls, plus the fact she's probably one of the best freshmen in all the region, and 6 feet frame, can block a lot of shots and do a lot of things. Now, your club's getting ready to hit a pretty tough stretch, I think. You got 4 games in the next 7 days. You got the game with Ryle tomorrow. You come right back Monday night at South Laurel, and they're going to be in a real good mood after last night, getting beat by Judy Mason and Somerset. Then next Thursday, home here against McCurry Central, and then the next night, a boy-girl doubleheader with East Jessamine. So your club, you've been off a week, but that's probably a week you've needed because you're getting ready to hit a stretch, 4 games in 7 days. And I know as players, they like to play rather than practice, but that's a lot to ask of a ball club to play that many games in that stretch of days, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is, especially when you're not real deep. And we kind of, generally, if we have a little while to practice and prepare for a few games in a row, during several days of practice and then come out and play several games within a few days, it's not as bad. But I noticed in the Berea tournament, I thought by the final day of the Berea tournament, we played 4 games in 5 days against 4 good opponents, and by that 5th day, we played an outstanding Greenwood team that really stuck it to us, and I thought we were really worn out. And I hadn't seen that in most of the years I was coaching here, playing, consecutive days like that. But the difference was is we've had a little more depth than we got this year. We don't have real good depth yet, and so it does make a difference. And I think this time, though, I really do think that getting back and playing 4 games here within the next week will be good for us because, like you said, we've had a considerable amount of time off. Besides the Southwestern game, we've really had 2 full weeks. I mean, besides that game, we hadn't played since the 20th of 21st rather of December. So, we've had plenty of time to prepare, and I think we're anxious to get a lot of games under our belt. Sometimes during the regular season, there's almost so much practice you can withstand, and then you want to get out there and go against somebody.
Right. Well, real quick, let's talk finally. Brian and I mentioned about how Somerset and Southwestern turned this district upside down last night on the girls' side. Somerset goes over to South Laurel, an impressive 16-point win over the Lady Cardinals. You were there. Southwestern goes and wins over North Laurel. And I told Brian, every year we talk about how tough and competitive the 48th district is, but I think this year more so than in any years I can remember, Mike, 1 to 5, there's probably not 6 points separating these teams. I mean, it just depends on who shows up with their A game, and when you play a district team, you better bring your A game or you're going to go home with an L, aren't you?
Oh, yeah, it's a strong district. I was real happy with our win over North Laurel, and I actually thought if Southwestern continued to shoot the ball as well as they did against us and then against Taylor County, I really thought they would, even it being at, North, I thought they would kind of pull away a little bit more in that one. But North is real competitive. They never let anybody hardly blow them out. And, and they played South Laurel to 6 points early this year. Of course, it wasn't their seed game, but that was a real, surprise to me because South's got such good size. But Somerset last night, I was real impressed with Somerset. I did think Somerset would beat them. And, maybe not by such a margin, but I did pick Somerset to win that game. I really think right now they're kind of the team to beat right now in the district. So we got, they still got to play us. We get to meet with them, and I think North and Somerset still get to play here pretty soon. So it's going to be interesting. But I think that with Somerset beating Southwestern and South Laurel, it kind of gives them the little bit of a lead right now over everybody else. But you're right, it's an extremely competitive district, and really no matter where you're seated, you're going to have a shot at it if you come and play, and especially if you got all your kids healthy, and, that's all we can hope for at this point.
Well, it's a shame that there's going to be 3 teams sitting at home once the 12th regional tournament.
Every year.
I know, but I guess this year more so than any years, the first week of March over at South Laurel, it's going to be a topsy-turvy week.
It really will be, because I think all 5 of us deserve to be there. I think all the coaches of all these teams, girls teams in this district, do an outstanding job. And we go around and beat a lot of people in the rest of the region, and then sometimes have to sit at home. But that's what it's all about. I guess I'd rather, I've said many times, I'd rather compete against a real good district than somebody where everybody's going to say, well, they don't have to play anybody to get here.
Right.
If you come out of our district, usually you have respect. People believe you're a good team.
You've earned the right to be in the 12th region.
Exactly.
There's no doubt. Mike, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Good luck tomorrow, and go get a win over Ryle.
All right, thank you.
That's been Mike Sowers, the head coach of the Pulaski County Lady Maroons, as the Pulaski County Ladies get set to play at East Jessamine tomorrow against the Lady Jaguars.
Just about set here for second half action as the crowd filters back in, teams back out warming up. As Doug gets back to his calculations and getting ready for halftime stats. Backyard Burger on North Highway 27 is a proud sponsor of local high school sports on Charter Media. Before or after the game, stop in for delicious hamburgers made from 100% black Angus beef. Tastes like they just came off the grill because they did. Also, for these cold winter days and nights, try Backyard Burger's delicious 100% beef chili. Backyard Burger, 525 North Main Street, North Highway 27 in Somerset. Doug Brandon Cross pretty much dominating that first half for Pulaski County. And poor shooting by the Somerset Briar Jumpers. That's why they find themselves down 15 here at the half, 34-19.
Yeah, Somerset really shot the ball poorly in that first half. And these halftime stats will bear that out as the Jumpers, as cold from the field as the temperatures outside here this evening.
Look at the stats there, and you can see that Trey Sharp is going to have to pick up the scoring end of it. Trey, usually a sure three-point shooter, 0 for tonight from three-point range.
0 of 6. Yeah.
Get set for the second half.
Trey 0 of 6. Of course, he's 4 of 4 on 2-point shots, but really struggled from behind the arc. Not a typical Trey Sharp outing as far as that goes. Brian Somerset, 9 of 32 from the field, 28.1%. Pulaski County, 13 of 29, 44.8. Pulaski winning the battle of the boards, 20-18. Somerset, 0 of 9 from behind the arc. Pulaski, 3 of 11 from long range. So the Jumpers have got to get some three-pointers going to get back into this ball game. And Mr. Sharp, number 33, you got to think, is one of the guys going to have to lead them back as we begin this second half.
Somerset with the basketball to start the second half. Ball goes inside, and Pulaski County comes up with it. Somerset with their starting 5. Ryan Jamison, Neil Tucker, Josh Thompson, Trey Sharp, Nathan Bray. Pulaski County with Austin Upchurch, Cole Drawn, Eric Hilton, Brandon Wilson, and Brandon Cross for Pulaski County. Upchurch just inside the three-point arc, no good. Sharp with the rebound. Doug, you mentioned the rebounding edge for Pulaski County. If not for Ray Norman, that would be even greater.
Yeah, Ray Norman didn't score, but the young man had 5 rebounds in that first half.
Neil Tucker and Brandon Cross get tangled up. Somerset crowd wanting a foul, no call. And we're going to have a jump ball called. It'll stay with Pulaski County. 6:54 to go in the third, 34-19.
Bob Rankin talking to Neil, trying to calm him down. But Neil's got a beat.
He got mugged, it looked like, down here on this other end. The Somerset crowd really came to its feet on that call. Nathan Bray with the steal. 3-on-1. Jamison lays it up and a foul. Eric Hilton looking around, wanting to know who it's on, but he was the only one back.
And Brian, in rival games such as this, no lead is safe. Trust me. 3-point play here cuts it to 12. Briar Jumpers get this thing under double digits by the end of this period. We could have a ball game yet before we go to the house tonight.
Up, no good. Up again, no good. And Jamison will be called for the foul.
Well, Cole Drawn and Brandon Cross sort of collided, and Neil Tucker had a real good look in close, but just couldn't cash it in.
Eric Helton out to Brandon Wilson for 3, no good. Brave brings down the rebound. Drives it up the court. Sharp with it now. Sharp wanted to drive, now kicks it inside to Thompson. Thompson, nowhere to go, kicks it back out. Now Tucker, and we're going to have a hand check called on Cole Drawn.
I think if it had just been Cole's hand, he might have got away with it, but he had his forearm.
Had his forearm on him.
And that's a good call. They will not allow that. And I think that's 3 on Cole.
Thompson. Nice move by Josh Thompson. Gives the head fake. Cross went up in the air, and he's going to draw the foul and get 2 free throws. Science Hill Hardee's on North Highway 27. Science Hill is a proud sponsor of local high school sports on Charter Media's Channel 8. At Science Hill Hardee's, you'll find the very best selection of chicken, hot ham and cheese, roast beef, and much, much more. You'll find great breakfast sandwiches and platters. They're open early and open late at Science Hill Hardee's, North Highway 27 in Science Hill. Second free throw is up and good. So it's 34-23, an 11-point lead for the Maroons. And Doug, in the JV game, the Jumpers had a 9-point lead in the fourth before Pulaski County came back and actually took the lead late in that game before the Jumpers came back and won it. So this game is not over by any stretch. It's an 11-point game, 34-23 with 5:55 to go in the third quarter. Wilson up off the glass with that left hand and good.
That's a big bucket for the Maroons. That's Pulaski's first points of the third period.
Thompson drives the paint, now kicks it out. Bray for 3, rims out no good. Tip to Thompson, up and in. Taking it right at the big man. Now Somerset comes with the trap. Gets it over to Upchurch. Upchurch ahead to Helton, now to Cross. Stolen away, knocked away to Helton. Outside to Upchurch, and they'll reset it. Drawn, running the point.
Good double team there by Trey Sharp on Brandon Cross.
Inside it goes to Cross, up and goes in. 38-25. 5 minutes to go, third quarter of play. Thompson for 3, no good. Ball knocked around, bounces around, out to Nathan Bray. Now to Ryan Jamison. Outside to Bray. Drawn, picks his pocket. Ahead to Hilton, and it's going to be knocked back and picked up by Trey Sharp. Sharp kicks it over, Thompson. Thompson drives up, no good, but he draws a foul, and that'll be another foul on Brandon Cross.
That's 3 on Cross.
That will be 3 on him. The Lake Cumberland Youth Football League invites you to play bingo every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at the Bingo Dome on South Highway 27 across from Burger King. Play every Friday at 7 p.m. and 12 midnight, Saturday at 7 and Sunday at 2. $5,000 payouts in each session with 6 $500 games. And you can play everything for only $15. All proceeds go to the Pulaski County, Lake Cumberland Youth Football League. Organization numbers 0001497 and 0000909 for the Lake Cumberland Youth Football League Bingo Dome. 38-27.
Pulaski County an 11-point lead, but Cole Drawn and Brandon Cross 3 fouls each. That could start to develop into a story here.
Ball knocked out of bounds. It'll go over to Somerset.
Basket
38-29. Ball's on the floor and stolen by Somerset. Jumpers coming back as the crowd comes to its feet on this Somerset sideline. Jamison in the paint, lays it up and in. 38-31, a 7-point game. 3:31 to go in the third quarter of play, and this Somerset sideline has come unglued. And a timeout is called by Dave Fraley, a full timeout. The Somerset faithful on their feet. 3:21 to go here in the third quarter of play.
You got to think Sean Thacker, trailing 34-19 at halftime, peeled the paint on the wall in the locker room, and he's got his club's attention. And now Dave Fraley getting after the Maroons as Somerset's came out and not looked like the same team in the first half. And partner, we got a ball game.
Big O Tires, 4285 South Highway 27. Across from the Somerset Mall is a proud sponsor for local high school sports. When it comes to tires, brakes, shocks, and struts, as well as the best tire warranty in the business, come to Big O Tires or call 678-6555 for Big O Tires.
Just another night in the 48th district, my friend.
38-31. What was once a 17-point lead for the Maroons has all but evaporated. 7-point lead for Pulaski County. 3:21 to go in the third quarter of play. Brian Abner along with Doug Eads from the Somerset News Journal. Jennifer Abner on camera. Cole Drawn picks up the loose ball. Now to Wilson. Wilson drives, lays it up, and stolen away by Josh Thompson. Gives it up to Trey Sharp. Sharp, spin move, up and in. 38-33. Drawn has it knocked away out of bounds. And it'll stay with Pulaski County as Heath Randall goes over top of the press row. Goes over the announcer's table, trying to save that one. 2:41 to go, third quarter of play. Pulaski County has gone away from Brandon Cross here in the last couple possessions down court. Brandon Wilson from deep three range, no good. Cross with the rebound up, and he's fouled.
How many times does Brandon Cross come up with a huge play when his club needs it the most?
So he'll shoot 2 free throws. Up, no good.
Everything for Pulaski County was easy in the first half. Now the Maroons are struggling to get any points whatsoever.
Free throw is good, 39-33. Now Pulaski County showing pressure. Sharp wide open for three. No good. Drawn with the rebound. Sharp really, really struggling from three-point range here tonight. Turns down to Wilson. Wilson into cross, up and in, and he's fouled. That's where the size. Josh Thompson just not near as tall, near as strong as Brandon Cross. 41-33, and Cross will get the free throw as Josh Thompson will go to the bench, and Ray Norman checks into the ball game.
Two trips consecutively now. Cross got a rebound on Wilson's miss. And then he gets a bucket on this trip.
Sharp with the rebound, gives it up to Nathan Bray. 1:41 to go here in the third quarter. 41-33. Jumpers trail it here. Jamison for three. Got it. The first three of the night for the Somerset Briar Jumpers. 41-36, a 5-point game. Ball knocked out of bounds by Heath Randall. It'll stay with the Maroons. 1:13 to go here in the third. Felton looking down low, now cross courts to Wilson. Drawn, trying to work it down to Cross. And we're going to have a foul call on Ray Norman. We're going to say he had Cross hooked. Backer saying that Cross is pushing off on Norman. Now we're going to have another foul call. Foul's going to go on Heath Randall. That's the team's fifth foul with 55 seconds to go here in the third. Helton, 2-point shot up and good. Pulaski County back out by 9. Stolen away. Pulaski County by 7, 43-36. My math was incorrect.
And the Maroons with Somerset sitting back in this zone may hold it for one, but they're coming out putting pressure on the ball.
So much for holding it for one. There's a three. 46-36. Jamison high to the bucket. That young man can jump out of the gym.
Well, if it's on drawn, that's 4. And it is.
Regardless of who that was on, drawn or cross, either one, it was going to be 4.
Jamison 0 for 2 from the free throw line so far. Having said that, maybe he'll make a couple now.
Maybe it works the opposite direction now?
I swear I'm going to stop talking about free throw shooting.
And it worked. He hits the first one. Austin Upchurch checks into the game as Cole Drawn goes to the bench with those 4 fouls. 12 seconds to go here in the third quarter play. 46-37. Somerset trailing.
Eric Helton, 2 big baskets, Brian. Back-to-back trips, a 2 and a 3.
Full court pressure coming from the Jumpers. Out it goes. Bray knocks it out of bounds. It'll stay with Pulaski County. 12.4 to go in the quarter. Eight-point lead for the Maroons. 46-38. 8 seconds. Wilson looks at the clock. 3, 2, lets it go. No good. Jamison with the rebound. We go to the fourth quarter of play. Pulaski County leading at 46-38 as both sides come to their feet here at Pulaski County High School gym. Ready for this fourth quarter of action.
Don't go anywhere. Somerset 19 points in the first half. The Jumpers had 19 points in that quarter.
Extreme Audio on Rowena Drive in Somerset now offers AT&T wireless cellular service. Right now, get a free phone, free nights and weekends, and free activation just for signing up. Plans start at $29.95 a month. Extreme Audio, Rowena Drive in Somerset. Call 677-AUDIO. That's 677-2834. Pulaski County High School cheerleaders getting the crowd ready for this fourth quarter. 8 minutes. It's an 8-point lead for Pulaski County, 46-38. Douglas Somerset Briar Jumper team all but dead in the third quarter till about midway through the third, and now they have roared back. Actually cut it down to 5 at one point, but you can actually feel the momentum before that last shot there in the third quarter. For Pulaski, you can feel the momentum shifting to Somerset.
Well, you got to feel like Sean Thacker got after his club at halftime, and great comeback by the Jumpers, but they still trail by 8 as we start the fourth quarter.
Nathan Bray gives it off to Trey Sharp, now to Norman. Also Ryan Jamison and Heath Randall out on the floor for the Jumpers. Upchurch and Hilton. Brandon Wilson, Brandon Cross, Jordan Taylor, all on the floor for Pulaski County. It's a turnover. Somerset just threw it away, and Sean Thacker is just
going nuts.
Going nuts.
He thought Trey Sharp got mugged down here by Brandon Wilson.
Taylor with it now to Upchurch. Felton with it now. Wilson just inside the three-point line, no good. Jordan Taylor rips it away from Trey Sharp, and it'll stay with the Maroons. And now they'll set it up again. Seven minutes to go here in the fourth.
Boy, Ray Norman and Brandon Cross are getting after each other.
Shot up, no good, but they're going to call Norman for the foul. Sean Thacker with his hands in the air like, are you kidding me?
Jordan Taylor will be at the line for 2. He's not been there yet this evening.
First one up, no good. Jordan shooting 61% for the season. Second one is good. 9-point lead, 47-38. 6:48 to go in the game. Sharp got it. His first 3 of the night. 47-41. Maybe that's the one Sharp needs to get himself back on track. Cross and Norman still just beating each other to death down in the paint. Cross holding him off with one arm, puts it up and in. Dave Fraley calls a 30-second timeout with 6 minutes, 6 seconds to go here in this ball game, 49-41. And Doug, I tell you what, Brandon Cross manhandling Ray Norman down to the paint.
Well, to Norman's credit, he's doing all he can to get his body on Cross, but he just doesn't have the upper body strength that Brandon Cross has. And when they can get the ball to Cross 5 feet to the basket or closer, it's no contest. Cross is 9 out of 10 from the field for this ball game. He's missed one shot, Brian, and if you remember on that shot, he got his rebound and put it back up and in.
Dave Fraley talking to the two Brandons, Brandon Cross, Brandon Wilson, in that huddle. Coach Avery Hatfield, James Powell down there with him. And we had a chance to talk to James Powell earlier this season, Doug, and we told him we meant nothing by it, but we're glad he's not with us this year. That means he's doing what he really loves to do, and that's coach basketball.
And, of course, James Powell at one time coached the Somerset Briar Jumpers and went up against Dave Fraley in this rivalry. So he's very aware of what this game means.
Nathan Bray for three. No good. Cross with another rebound. Sean Thacker in the referee's ear, this time giving it to Bob Rankin. Wilson across. Take your pick. There's about four of them you can choose from down there. Thacker's trying to tell the official, Tony Gray, that Cross is throwing the players away. They're going to give the foul to Nathan Bray. Free throws up and good. Back out to a 9-point lead, 50-41. It's hovered right around between 9 and 5 here over the last 6 minutes or so. Second one no good. Norman with the rebound.
Ray Norman has not scored, but he's got 7 rebounds here tonight.
Young man, just a freshman. Knocked away by Taylor, picked up by Wilson. Helton has it, stolen away by Nathan Bray. Bray drives all the way up, no good. Taylor with the rebound. A little shoving action there on the rebound. Down to Brandon Cross, stolen away by Jamison, jump ball. They'll go over to Somerset and they're going to separate them. Excuse me, the possession arrow stays with Pulaski County.
Sean Thacker's lost the sport coat. He's asking for a timeout. Sean's going to have to be careful not to get a tee here.
Trying to tell him he wants a full. Telling him about the hook. No, now he says a 30. Both of these coaches have been working the officials tonight. Barry Dalton over here with the computer smoking, getting the stats in the computer. I want to thank Barry for all the contributions he's made to us.
At least it's on the table. I'm never going to let him live that down, you know that.
Barry's been instrumental in making it possible for us to come out and do these ball games. I want to thank him. Of course, tax season is here, folks, believe it or not.
Thanks for reminding me.
Barry Dalton CPA can help you with all your tax needs. Come and see him in his new office at the corner of Main Street and Market Street. Stolen away by Josh Thompson. 4 minutes, 30 seconds to go in this ball game. Heath Randall with it now. Down to Sharp. Down in the corner to Thompson. Somerset working it around, gets it down low to Thompson. He just traveled, got away with it. Cross, swats it away, jump ball. The jumpers will have it. It looked like Thompson may have drug his pivot foot before he put the shot up. Cross blocks it. Nonetheless, it'll be Somerset basketball. Comes into Thompson. Trey Sharp for three. No good. Taylor with the rebound. And Doug, you have to wonder if that hand's all the way healed yet.
Still could be bothering Trey. He's 1 and 9 from behind the arc. And anybody that's followed this young man's career knows that's not Trey Sharp type numbers. He probably wouldn't admit to it, but that hand could still be bothering.
And you won't hear him use that as an excuse. Brandon Wilson for three. Young man with a lot of class. You'll never hear him use that as an excuse. He'll just tell you he had an off night.
It's back up to 12.
Thompson for three. No good. Randall chases it down in the corner. Inside to Sharp. Sharp up and no good. Ball on the floor. They're going to say he was on the floor, and I'm telling you, Doug, the officials really letting both teams get away with a lot here in this fourth quarter. Now Cole Drawn checks back into the ball game. Jordan Taylor will go out. Neil Tucker back in for the jumpers as Heath Randall sets down. 3:10 to go in the ball game. 53-41. Pulaski County with the lead. Cross up and in. And a foul. They're going to call Trey Sharp on the foul. Sean Thacker
is in danger
giving
of getting a two.
Yes, he's giving sort of a sarcastic hand clap. Back up to 15-point lead for the Maroons. 56-41. 2:58 to go here in this ball game.
And Bob Rankin just told Sean, I've heard enough.
Sharp drives the paint. Foul's going to be called on Brandon Cross. That's his fourth.
Now we've talked about how Trey Sharp's 1 and 9 from behind the arc. Trey's 5 of 5 on 2-point shots.
And he misses a free throw.
But I didn't say anything about free throw shooting.
Now down here on the Pulaski County end, Dave Fraley's taking a break, and Avery Hatfield up yelling at the officials. 30-second timeout called by the Somerset Briar Jumpers. Dave Fraley took a seat. Avery Hatfield steps up, and he goes at it with the officials for a little while.
Oh, just when you think you've seen it all.
What a rivalry we have been able to see over the last 10 years or so here between these two schools. I've been involved with it for about 15 or 16 years now. And it doesn't matter, as you said, Doug, it doesn't matter if your team's 4-7, 10-0, 12-0. It doesn't matter. These two teams just like getting after it.
There goes the North Laurel contingent out of the gym. Kenny Woods and a couple of his foreign exchange players out here scouting these two teams. Of course, we'll have the North Laurel game. I can't wait to see that game here at Pulaski 3 weeks from tonight on January the 31st.
We will be here for that game. Ball comes into Helton. Helton, the cross, up and in. A 16-point lead for the Maroons at 58-42. Trey Sharp for three. Got it. 58-45.
Brandon Cross, 11 of 12 from the field.
Wilson kicks it out to Helton. Almost loses it out of bounds. Cross calling for the ball now. And Dave Fraley's going to call a timeout. 2 minutes, 11 seconds to go in the ball game. 58-45, a 30-second timeout called by Coach Dave Fraley. Doug, next Saturday night we'll be back over at the Briar Patch as we see this Somerset Briar Jumper team as they take on the Southwestern Warriors. Another one of those rivalry games here on Charter Media.
Yeah, we're really getting hot and heavy into 48th District action. All the Christmas tournaments are over. We're in the new year, and that's when district action heats up. And Southwestern, Dave Schultz and company, still just one win on the year, and that's a Southwestern team that's going to be very hungry for a win. And the Jumpers better be ready to play that night, and I'm sure Coach Thacker will have them ready. But that's going to be another great rival matchup next Saturday night, Southwestern at Somerset.
Then, Doug, we actually get a week off. We'll be off until the 31st. That's when we'll be right back over here. Pulaski County, North Laurel, another 48th district matchup. Ball comes in across to Drawn. 2:05 and counting here in the ball game. Watch the 5-second call here. Helton for three. No good. Brandon Wilson tracks it down. It's going to go off Wilson and over to Somerset. A 13-point lead for the Maroons with 1:54 to go. And Doug, nothing's settled here yet. Trey Sharp starting to heat up from three-point range, a couple of those, and they're right back in it here.
That's exactly right. Pulaski showing a zone look.
This game looks much like the Southwestern game from last week as Pulaski County jumps out to a big lead and then just plays even throughout the rest of the game. Pulaski County jumped out to a 12-point lead in the first quarter against Southwestern. Then they played dead even the rest of the game as Pulaski comes away with a 12-point victory.
And we got articles being thrown on the floor again.
Jamison's free throw up and good. 58-46. Pulaski County leading it. They had an 8-point lead after the first quarter of play. Did Pulaski County. Second one up, no good. Tucker with a big rebound. Jamison to Thompson. Inside to Sharp. Sharp takes it right up and lays it in. And it's good. So it's a 10-point game with a free throw coming. 126 to go in the ball game.
Brian Sharp has 20 points and has not had a good night from behind the arc. Think what he would have had he had a typical Trey Sharp evening.
We'd be looking at a 30-plus point game out of him tonight. So it's a 9-point lead, 58-49, 122 to go. Hilton backs it back out. Now to Drawn. You have to think about fouling here. There's Thacker's going to foul. It's stolen away by Tucker ahead. Nathan Bray lays it up and in. 58-51 with 1:07 to go. It's a 6-0 run in the past 25 seconds.
Don't go anywhere.
For the Somerset Briar Jumpers. Still an eternity to go in this ball game. Sean Thacker was calling for the foul, wanting Somerset to foul. Yet they did even better than that. They get the steal and the layup.
Somerset has 18 fouls, so they still have one more with a 1-and-1 before Pulaski gets an automatic 2.
Still nobody has left this gymnasium on either side. Dave Fraley giving instructions to his ball club in the huddle.
Well, if I'm Dave Fraley, I want the ball in the hands of Eric Helton. Helton's a senior. He's been through the wars, an excellent ball handler, and a decent free throw shooter. You said
71%. Brandon Wilson shooting 89% on the season.
I want Helton or Brandon Wilson.
Those are two.
I want Helton or Brandon Wilson to have the ball if I'm Dave Fraley.
Ball comes into Helton. Helton kicks it over to Wilson. Now outside to Drawn. He's the one you want to get. Wilson to Drawn. Got to foul quicker. Drawn is fouled. Cole Drawn shooting just 65% on the season. One thing you probably will not see here is Brandon Cross get the basketball in this situation. Cross shooting 63% on the season. I don't know what he has tonight.
Cole Drawn has not been to the charity stripe till now.
No good. Sharp with the rebound. 58-51, 46 seconds to go in this ball game. Thompson kicks it out, knocked away by Cole Drawn. Drawn lays it up and in. 60-51 with 33 seconds to go in the game. Thompson drives the paint. Up, high off the glass, no good. Cross with the rebound. Hilton with it now, and they're trying to foul him. No foul call. Drawn with it. And he's finally going to be fouled with 15 seconds to go. This should seal it right here. As big of a night as Brandon Cross has had and all these other people, probably no play bigger than that steal by Cole Drawn with the layup.
Cole missed the free throw, comes back and atones for it by getting a big steal and a layup.
First free throw is up and good by Drawn. The second one coming, and start to see some of the fans heading for the exits here at Pulaski County High School. Gets the second one, 62-51 with 13 seconds to go in the ball game. Neil Tucker for three, no good. Brandon Wilson with the rebound. Now Trey Sharp with it with 5 seconds. Sharp lays it up and in. And that'll give us our final score. There's the buzzer. Pulaski County wins it here tonight by a score of 62-53, a 9-point win for the Pulaski County Maroons. Most importantly, Doug, as you said before we went on tonight, they have to get this win tonight. They go to 1-0 in district play. Somerset falls to 0-1, coming into the clash with Southwestern next Saturday over at the Briar Patch.
And that'll make that an important game. Well, they're all important, but it'll be more so for Somerset as the Jumpers will be trying to even that district record at 1-1 on the year.
Doug and I will be back with you along with Jennifer Adler next Saturday night to bring you that contest. And Doug, somebody needs to get on the horn, call WYMT, and let them know about the night Brandon Cross just had. That young man needs some recognition for what he did here tonight.
Yes, he does. Brandon, one of the top players in the 12th region, and had a super game here this evening.
As the crowd files out here, we'll see if Doug gets the totals here. They have Brandon Cross with 27 points on tonight's game as the Pulaski County Maroons pull out the victory here. Doug, totals for tonight's game?
I'm still working on it, partner. If people got people moving around here, I'll try to get them here in a minute.
We'll be back with you next Saturday, and then we'll be with you the 31st here at Pulaski County High